Hola raza, ¿cómo están? ¿Cómo les va? Estamos aquí en el último episodio de The Wolf Among Us. Estamos aquí ya a punto de atrapar al tuerto hijo de perra este. Primero vamos a revisar absolutamente todo. ¿A dónde va, güey?
Still warm. He's here, all right.
Estamos aquí ya en el último episodio tras estar en el bar con Georgie, tras no matarlo, ojo, tras no matarlo. Estamos aquí, llegamos por un taxi, algo tranquilo.
Of course.
Y no me convertí en un asesino. Aún. Que igual me da la opción de matarlo. Que voy a intentar no matarlo, ¿verdad? Que se suicide o algo más no es asunto mío. Y ya, como he dicho anteriormente, pues este sí va a terminar siendo el último episodio.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Esta es la fábrica en donde mandaban todo. Ay, cabrón, me asusté. Nada, me va a meter un susto, cabrón. Me va a meter un susto, cabrón. Y van a se van a romper las luces o algo. Ya no va a haber luz, güey.
Big Wolf.
Uy. ¿Qué?
The Big Bad Wolf.
¿Qué pasa, güey? A ver, vamos a revisar todo lo que podamos. Vamos para acá.
You
córrele.
used to be something.
Ay, acá es donde pasó todo. Más bien todas las... Verga. Cuando me dio un beso en el cachete, hasta eso me tomaron foto. Vanessa. ¿Así se llamaba? Esta era Lily. ¿Y esto de cuándo es? No me acuerdo. Pero pues...
They used to fear you.
Todos los espejos pues sí ya se transportan. Por eso.
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
No mames, de verdad tienen una esta de tortura, güey. Ella encontró, pero es que no entiendo el cuento de esta morra, güey. Se supone que se transporta por todos los espejos y por eso pues controla el espejo de la verdad, ¿no? Donde pues se ve todo. Vamos a revisar esto. Ay, las balas de plata. Hijos de perra, las tiene recargadas.
Silver.
The Big Bad Wolf.
Ay, cabrón.
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned.
Bueno.
Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Verga. ¡Ah! Casi no me da tiempo. Ush. ¡Cabezazo! ¡Verga! ¡Puño! Y se fue. Pero bueno, se mueve a través de... Ay, es que no entiendo nada. Entonces, ¿se mueve a través de los reflejos? Sale a través de los reflejos. Se mueve a través de los reflejos. Y nada más puede haber reflejos si hay luz. Entonces hay que apagar la luz. ¿Se transformó? Voy a ir para acá. Ya sé que salió para el otro lado, pero yo voy a ir al contrario. De todas maneras se mueve re rápido, así que pues da lo mismo. A donde vaya, ella vendrá por mí. No, Big B, no, pero no te metas ahí. Me va a parecer un susto. Ay, prepárese, hijo de perra. ¡Ah! ¡Dios! Pero literalmente es un demonio, ¿qué cojones? Y es que no me dio tiempo ni casi ni para ver, güey. Era W. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Bueno, ahí está, ahí me protegí. W, ahí está. Ah, perfecto.
Where are you?
¿Cómo te hizo?
Come out and face me!
Verga, si es un demonio. ¡Ay, cabrón! Literalmente. El diablo. Verga, se parece a la de Dead by Daylight. ¡Toma! ¡No, hermano! Pero no los puños están abiertos. Hasta no sé eso. ¡Ay, hijo de puta! ¡Ay, cabrón! ¡No, hermano! ¡No, hermano! ¡No, hermano! ¡Dios, qué bueno que no tiene vidrio ahí! ¡Ay! ¡Ay! Nos caemos. ¡Ay, me transformó en el lobo! Verga, pero ¿cómo me sacan? ¡Ay, hijo de perra! 5 contra 1, ¿me puede sentir? Ah, bueno, no son 5. Bueno, aquí ya se salió de control. Pues a por la más cercana. ¡Ah! ¡No! ¡Pues sí le ataqué! ¡Uy! Ah, bueno, literalmente estoy verga. Ahí no había nada que hacer. ¡Por atrás, lobo! ¡Ay! Bueno, pero sí le solté. Dios. Me andan así, pero verga, cabrón. Verga. ¡Quítate de encima! ¡Dios! Ahí está. ¡No! 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 Me gusta que las mujeres estén encima de mí, pero no de esta forma. ¡No! ¡No! ¡Dios! 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 ¡Ah! ¿Cómo es el lobo? ¡Grita o algo! ¡Ah, la madre! ¿Qué pasó? Pero literalmente me hizo un lobo. ¡Ay! ¿No? ¡Dios! ¡Dios! ¡Verga! ¡Ay! ¡Verga! ¡Ay! ¡Ay! Con razón soy el sheriff, cabrón. Ah, pero salen más y más. ¡Uy! ¿Cómo es el lobo? ¡Oh! Hubiera estado épico. ¡Ay, la verdadera! ¡Ay, cabrón! Ah, me va a apuñalar. ¡Ay! No, sí me va a apuñalar. ¡Oh, no me apuñaló! Pues entonces sí era falsa esa. Al chile no creo que haya sido la verdadera. ¿Se quitó la ropa o cómo? Ah, no, se la dio. Tiene una pistola de plata. Si la morra no la utilizó es porque este güey la trae.
Hello,
Mírala, ahí la
Bigby.
tiene.
You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds... I
Ay,
won't
verga.
miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss, at least for the time being. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town.
Me está llevando
You're
algo.
often
¿Por qué me dio hacia la
reckless.
derecha?
And I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very different things.
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders two of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White
Ah,
again.
está bien.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Fine.
No hice nada.
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Y la estaba viendo la otra. Ah, no.
I know, but we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing
Are
happening?
we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone,
Can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Georgie was a victim of this psycho, too. He was pushed into the whole thing, and now he's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
Porque él es el juzgado.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything
Sí,
you would
cierto,
like
y
to
creen.
say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
We all know who
No
you
voy a hablar,
are.
no voy a
We
hablar.
know what you've done.
Just give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Pues tiene razón, ¿verdad? Pero
This is ridiculous.
es que se las va a ingeniar.
You have the
se las va a
floor.
ingeniar.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened.
If you were so offended by it, why'd you cover it up then? If it had nothing to do with you and your shit, then why'd you try to protect him for so long?
What cover up? I never made any attempt to hide Georgie's criminal activity from you. I learned of it myself
For
only
fuck's
recently.
sake. Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them.
El blue- el-
when
el-
you finally
el
showed up at my
blue-
door
bluebird.
last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that. Hired
Lo está
help.
considerando ese
I see
pendejo.
some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really? What about
Ay.
Auntie Greenleaf?
Ay,
Her story
se está llevando al
uncommon.
público.
She left everything she had.
Y lo
back
peor
in
es
the
que tiene
home.
razón.
Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true?
Snow?
I know. Snow made a mistake.
I had very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
Literalmente
The Crooked
me
Man's
lo
been
pidieron
exploiting
ellos.
you,
Y ahora
exploiting
están
your
en mi
hopes
contra.
your life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
Uy, se le pelaron los ojos.
They're right.
¡Oh! ¡Ah!
You're all
Se
still
está
afraid
haciendo
of
la
him,
línea. Se va a ir
even now.
Bloomer con el otro.
But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over.
¡Ay!
And those girls will have their justice.
¡Ay! Gracias a Dios, Bloomer no se fue con el otro pendejo. ¡Ay!
Very
Ay, ¿de
good,
qué aplaudes?
very
¿De qué
good.
aplaudes? Yo te
The
voy a
sentiment
meter un
is surely
putazo.
appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession,
a confession that nobody heard.
Eso
Now,
es verdad.
I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke, especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
So, are we done?
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, Crooked Man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
¿Qué?
Just
Of
me.
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
What?
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know.
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
What's that supposed to mean?
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
¡Ay, pues sí, ya puede hablar! ¡Sí!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
¡Ella ya puede hablar!
I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know what
shut
you-
up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa!
your-
My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say...
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so.
¡Qué grande!
Ever.
¡Un aplauso! ¡Un aplauso!
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
¡Chupa!
Did you now?
¿En serio?
We found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
Qué bueno que se suicidó la otra,
That's
entonces.
it, right?
Calm down the witching well. No, that's too
Ah, para
fucking
eso
easy
sí
for a
habla.
crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now,
Y
for
cayó
your
boca.
sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been
I
enough
don't give a
bloodshed
shit.
So we get
already?
rid of
It's too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting
¡Ay!
yourself.
¡Ay! ¿Cómo que yo tomaré la decisión? ¡Ay! 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 Déjame pensar. Hay una decisión que yo tomaré la decisión, otro es no tomar la decisión y otro votos a favor. Si es votos, va a ser al pozo. Si es Snow, al pozo. Y si soy yo, puede ser al pozo. Es decir, no hay mucho por donde agarrar. Lo mejor sería democracia. Vamos por la democracia.
Not.
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
Everyone, calm down.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Ajá.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
No,
Are
yo
you
lo voy a
sure?
decidir.
This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
¡Ay!
Okay,
Entonces, ¿para
Mr.
qué?
Wolf, it's your call.
¡No mames!
Just do what you think is right.
¡Ah! Deme tiempo ilimitado, por favor. Tiempo limitado. Por favor.
Yes, Sheriff.
No me van a arrancarle la cabeza, tirarlo al pozo, encerrarlo. No mames, ¿cómo que arrancarme la cabeza, Dios mío? Ay, 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 ay. Es que, a ver, arrancarle la cabeza y llevarlo al pozo es diferente. Si lo aviento al pozo es que se da olvidado, ¿no? Y nunca más saldrá. Encerrarlo es si, pues técnicamente, pues ya no puede salir, nada más estará ahí. Dios. Pozo encerrarlo. A ver, a mí me gustaría verlo sufrir por el resto de la eternidad, ¿verdad? Y si no se va a salir por nada del mundo, no, pero es que le van a... ¡Fua! ¡Al pozo! ¡Al pozo! ¡Al pozo! ¡Al
Teach him a
pozo!
fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We can
die.
lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
¿Qué? ¿Qué? ¡Pero no me quedó tiempo! ¡No, pinche pendejo! ¡Dios! ¡Te voy a tirar al pozo yo mismo! ¡Chupa! ¡Otro!
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
You know, just between us, I was gonna let you live. But now...
You're going to miss me.
Buenas noches.
No, I won't.
Pero el pozo significa que sigue vivo. Es que no sé qué significa tirarlo
For
al pozo.
Lily. And Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
Sí, fue borrado ya. Ahorita que lo pienso, y entonces, ¿qué final tendría el de la siguiente temporada? Un día después, apartamento de lujo. Ah, ya dormí, se me nota más fresco. No mames, pero llevamos 33 minutos.
Hey, Sheriff.
Ay.
You gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
Pues sí consiguió trabajo aquí.
This fucking line.
¿Qué te pasa, Jack?
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Está todo.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
¿Por qué me guiña el ojo, güey? Y ningún sonido hace el cabrón, ¿eh? Espero que el dinero de la cerveza no haya sido mi dinero. Oye, ¿y Crane? ¿Dónde está? Es que se lo llevaron, pero... ¿dónde está el cabrón? Ah, se van a la granja.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
They carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day.
Yo te di un puto dinero.
Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Traté de
Sorry
ayudarte.
about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
¿Cómo?
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, 'cause when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Ya, pues no voy a decir nada. Porque no sé cómo es la granja.
Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves. So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ. Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig? How should I know?
Saying goodbye?
Ay, mi amor. ¿Me tapas?
Hi.
Hola.
Hi.
Ay, mi amor.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh.
Ella es mi número uno.
Yeah.
Es no, ya
I
quedó
guess I
dos.
am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
It's okay. I get it.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
Dímelo,
What
mi
is
amor.
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand.
Ella la
You've seen how
vestió.
they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence? I had to. I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
No te va a gustar,
Here.
pero...
Thank you.
No, no está rico, pero es mejor que nada.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess it worked out in the end. I can't hold that against you.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Ella fue.
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Nerissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I go out there and I do my job. I put my life on the line. I get shot at. I do what has to be done for them. But at the end of the day, I'm still the bad guy.
I know, but they'll come around. You'll see. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town.
Me va a hacer llorar, güey.
Because you brought the Crooked Man
Ella
in,
vino por uno.
everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for
No
a
te vayas,
reason.
por favor, mi amor.
And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I've been making a lot of mistakes lately.
But you've also done a lot of good. Don't forget that. You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
No, mi amor, no te vayas. No me dejes. Parece que se va porque trae la maleta.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
¡Ah! ¡Ah! Lo que me dijo Faye.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like
¿Qué
my
pasa?
ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did
Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about
He
Faith?
said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
¿Qué pasó?
I'll see you around, Wolf.
¿Qué? ¿De qué no me enteré? ¿De qué no me enteré? ¡No me dejan así! Ay, no mames que ya terminó, voy a llorar. Las decisiones del jugador. Tú y el 31.7 de los jugadores dejó a George morir. Es decir, de que no lo matamos. No soy un monstruo. Tú... Did you give the Crooked? Ah, hiciste el trato con el hombre este, con el Crooked Man. Tú y el 89.6% de los jugadores trajo con vida al Crooked Man. Entonces, mierda, güey, ¿no? El 11% lo mató. Increíble. ¿Cómo castigaste al Crooked Man? Tú y el 38.6% de los jugadores tiró al Crooked Man. Verga, 38.6. Había tres opciones, entonces, bueno, no, supondré que el 60, pues, bueno, 52, lo, lo encerró. Tú aceptaste el, imagínate, 98.5% de los jugadores lo aceptó, es decir, hijos de puta, ¿no? Los que el 1.5% no lo aceptó, que hijos de puta. Literalmente el último jamón de TJ y les valió verga. What were your last words to Nathan? I have made a lot of mistakes. Ay, ¿a poco? El 29. De único que me arrepiento sería de arrancarle el brazo al tipo. Mierda, ¿no? Me siento re vacío y ahora ¿qué hago yo con mi vida? Ahora regreso y va a seguir. Estadísticas especiales, ¿qué es esto? Le metiste sobre Vera fuera de su apartamento. La impresionaste con sus habilidades de detective. Le diste un trago cuando te lo pidió. Lo ayudaste a evitar la granja. Le ayudaste a evitar la granja porque... Ah, supongo que la... De verdad convenció a Snow, supongo yo. Hombre torcido, lo llevaste al pozo encantado. Lo lanzaste al pozo encantado. Di, escogiste quemarlo con un cigarro, escogiste romper una botella en su cara. Mierda, complicaste su dinero. Pero no lo maté. Georgie, lo dejaste morir. Pues este güey iba a morir sí o sí, ¿verdad? Le negaste su brazo en Tito, bebiste con él luego del funeral, le diste un cigarro en tu conversación final. Le llevaste contigo al Trip Trap, le mostraste las fotografías de Crane y ella. El pequeño Tim, escogiste esperarlo. Aceptaste su escarabajo y prometiste entregárselo a Snow. Lo apoyaste cuando Snow quería enviarlo a la granja, le diste dinero. No mames, el que sí terminó. No me la estoy creyendo, Ya, una cinemática. ¿Qué es esto? Continuar la historia. Escoge una novela gráfica hoy. Ah, pues nada más me deja continuar. Es decir, le pido continuar y ya no hay nada. Algo, no me dejes así. Ay, tu puta madre me dejó con la intriga, no entendí el final. Ay, cabrón. Para los que vayan a ver el video, si es que entendieron el final, me gustaría por favor que alguien me explicara por por qué fui tras ella, ¿sabes? Si fui tras ella porque pensaba que iba a seguir la plática, porque Big B se dio cuenta de algo. Mierda, no entiendo. Supongo que volveré a ver el video y a ver qué onda, pero sí. Pues bueno, gente, eso fue todo sobre el lobo que está entre nosotros. Espero les haya gustado la serie. A mí me encantó. What the fuck. Está muy bueno y espero la segunda temporada con ansias, cabrón. Así que, con eso dicho, espero les haya gustado esta temporada, este juego tan bonito. Y esperamos la segunda entrega. Mientras tanto, nos vemos en el siguiente juego. Chao. Ay. ¿Y si le pico jugar qué, güey? Episodio 5. ¿Puedo regresar? Sí, sí puedo. La vida no es bueno para nada por la justicia. Supongo que de esto.